the design that this map has been made for is to facilitate building solutions into these spaces between the houses to solve the challenges that the citizens are met with. But actually this is also an open-ended map, and I can see many potentials in this map as a teacher for it to fit into other curricular activities. So I'm just going to suggest a few activities that could fit into some of the curriculums in different subjects. Well, I think the idea of building between the houses and also looking at the houses is something that we can bring into social studies, because we are reflecting on how architecture supports community, and how we can derive from architecture the values that a specific society has. So obviously we want to promote democratic values, and we want to bring them into this map and challenge students to see, well, how do they picture living in a community, and how would they build it. So there's obviously that whole reflection. There is another issue going on in especially social housing areas, but what we see in Denmark is that a lot of these social housing areas need to rethink the way they dispose of their garbage, because a lot of the policy making in many areas in Denmark actually makes it more challenging for citizens to dispose of their garbage. They have to sort their garbage, and a lot of, well, the way garbage disposal usually works in these houses is that people go onto their staircase and throw the garbage down a chute, and then there'll be containers down here somewhere in a basement, and they'll just come and pick it up. But what a lot of municipalities want to do is they want people to sort it into 5 different categories, and how do you do that? We don't know yet, but I think that working with sustainability and with in science and technology, that Minecraft would be a good place to actually create some of these prototypes for sorting garbage. So there are obviously different places. This place represents one starting point, and something like this would represent a completely other starting point. But citizens actually have to be able to deal with 5 different categories of garbage disposal. Now, this map wasn't designed for interiors, but there is a potential to work with interiors, for instance in maths, and also just work on maybe in some of the creative subjects, just working with how people live, and how to create sustainable living conditions for people. Sustainability is a big well, what do we call it? It's a very broad subject. So you can talk about sustainable social sustainability, working with interiors. Garbage disposal, as we were talking about, relates more to environmental sustainability. So sustainability is a real interesting subject, and very complex to break down and make it relevant. So so yeah, also working with public areas, redesigning a public area is a real interesting process, because if we say that, well, this train station's dull and boring, and maybe make it a student assignment to rethink a station. There's a whole lot of activities built up around actually making a serious product, and going from research, researching real places, doing internet research, and also finding out what a station, as a train station, actually has to be able to do, and to designing the aesthetic content of the station, and how would you make a train station more of a playable place to be, and an interesting place to be for people who are just waiting. So yeah, my last suggestion could be bringing custom NPCs into this scenery, and bringing it alive with a lot of custom NPCs. I haven't actually seen teachers bring custom NPCs into a lesson, but it could be interesting to see what bringing that layer of immersion into the game could do. So that's just a couple of suggestions, and I hope that other teachers will find other ideas and other topics to work with.